Hey, you're on. You want to say hi?
Good morning. I'm Shelly Brackeen, and I'm from Amarillo, Texas. I know you can't tell by the accent. I am your biggest fan, I have to say, without a doubt. Nobody else can match the way I feel about this surgery. It's just, I'm going to get weepy. This is crazy. I put a patch on the day after surgery, by the way, because I yelled at one of the nurses. I thought, where's my patches? So we put it on right away. It's been amazing. I had never had any kind of major surgery, so I was terrified. Thought I was going to be in really bad shape, and I just haven't been. I mean, any of you that are getting ready to go, you're going to be great. It's just amazing. No problems whatsoever. When I woke up, I was hungry. I thought,
maybe the surgery didn't work.
It didn't work. I did. I actually woke up hungry, and I thought, okay, what happened? And they brought me a little tray, and they have the best yogurt in the whole world here, and I have to find out what it is because I can't find any that I like as well.
That's good.
And I saw it was really good. And then I saw a commercial for white fish, which I hate, and I can't wait until stage 2 or 3 or whatever so I can have some white fish. And that's just bizarre. That's when you said something about wanting white fish, I would have never eaten that before, and now I can't wait to eat it.
Now, you said you were hungry when you woke up. How about the past week?
No.
Pardon me?
Well, let me say, head hunger. Because I have had some head hunger. Yes, I have. And it was good today because I think that went away. We stopped and got Mom breakfast on the way in, and breakfast is my favorite. And it didn't even look good. I just wasn't even interested. And so that today was the first day that I really didn't
If you
go.
have head hunger, we think estrogen.
Okay.
So in
I
other
need
words,
another patch.
Possibly. Well, just see. But well, remember we talked about estrogen, and we actually, the story I like to tell is we had an orthopedic surgeon, a woman from Colorado, and she had surgery with me, and about a week after surgery I was talking to her on the phone, and everything was wrong. She wasn't really happy with me. She didn't like my kind of flippant personality. She didn't like Las Vegas. It was too hot. Didn't like the nurses. Didn't like the cabbies. Didn't like the... And so I'm thinking to her, okay, well, I'm trying to listen for something I can fix, you know. And I said, I apologize, and I'm sorry. And I said, I wonder, have you considered the patch? She just, Dr. Rutledge, I thought you might be the doctor, but here you are, taking my complaints and turning them to my gender, and the horse you rode in on, really sorry. I said, so after this long drawn-out criticism, in which I said, well, what does the family say about you since you've gotten home? She said, my children say I've gotten really mean. So I said, well, maybe try the patch. Well, what she did, she went to her gynecologist colleague, got her blood test measured, and put patches on until she got to a normal level. So for a period of time, she was wearing 8 patches.
Wow.
So her family and co-workers at the hospital where she does her orthopedic surgery worship me.
Yes.
Because it was a rough go.
Did she apologize?
She did not, but that's okay. She just stopped yelling at me. I was happy about that. So remember that sometimes the little bit of estrogen can make a difference. But if you notice, quote-unquote, head hunger, we expect your hunger to go away.
Right.
If you are feeling some hunger, annoyance that your mom is eating a pizza that you can't eat, think a little extra estrogen.
Okay, good to know.
Like that.
Okay. And the one thing that nobody told me, and I've been researching this for 3 years, I didn't know, and I should have known, but I don't know how many of you do this, but when you're really thirsty and you take a great big drink because you're going to quench that thirst immediately. Well, let's talk about that. First night we got back to the hotel, and I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm so thirsty. So I get up and I go to the refrigerator and I grab my Gatorade, because Dr. R says we can have Gatorade. And I just, well, immediately I had experienced what is known as dumping. And it scared me. I mean, it was just, I was hot. I felt just like I was melting, and I threw up, and that which was very scary, with the staples and all. And my poor little mom, I just, she's got the phone ready to call 911 because we just didn't know what to think. And I said, okay, don't panic, but I have to lay on that cold tile. So I laid in the middle of the floor and just kind of, it lasted 6 minutes. She said it lasted 6 hours, but I think it was, 5-6 minutes at the most. But that's important. Don't drink big because you can't. Because
The things we say are slow, small amounts, well chewed.
Yeah.
And yeah, you may have seen like they have college students drink beer upside down or don't do that with gamers, right?
Yeah.
And you talked about dumping one, and we want to let you know there's actually 2 flavors of dumping. There's dumping one, and that means that you drink a lot of sugar, the sugar gets into your bloodstream and then goes down rapidly, and you get hypoglycemia soon after that. And you get shaky, and a few minutes, 6 minutes, 10 minutes later, that kind of evens out. That's okay, and it's no fun to have that, but that's nothing compared to dumping 2. Dumping 2 is where you eat like a hot dog, and you get like a hot dog in a bun down into the gut, and it suddenly starts to grow. And I don't know if you've seen the movie Alien, where the little animal comes.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. And dumping 2 is because that bread and piece of hot dog is sitting in there, and the water gets pulled in like a sponge and starts to expand, and it may last for 2 hours of terribly intense pain. And so the way you get it is by eating fast, too much, poorly chewed. So what we say is, you never do what you do. You don't do this. She had these great things. Big. She wasn't doing this. She was doing this, and then she had her head back like this.
Yeah.
You know. So that's like a college dorm. This is your brain on alcohol. Don't do it. So don't do that. What you want to do instead is small glasses, sips. If you're going to eat something, you use a fork. You can even use, to remind you, a baby spoon and a little bite, and then there's a line in a lot of movies, put down the gun and nobody gets hurt. Okay, so put down the fork in between bites and nobody gets hurt. But if you do this, I had a really good day today, and it was really, how was your day? Dumping 2. And you won't have that happen very often until you remember never to do it again. Is it one time? Can I get an amen?
Amen there,
That's dumping 2, and that's even worse than dumping 1. So small, slow, well chewed.
I don't want to do that. I've
Staples
lost
up.
14.5 pounds.
And staples out?
Yes.
Okay.
I said last week, there's no way I'm getting on camera to get my staples out. Do you remember me saying it? Nope, not doing it. So, okay, y'all. Here we go.